また夜が明ければお別れ夢は遠き幻にあなたを追いかけていた光の中で抱かれるたび暖かい風を頼り
What is going on, everyone? It's Basically here. Welcome back to another episode of 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. So let's go ahead and get this episode started of 999, shall we? So before we begin, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you are not already an ultimate, go ahead and join and become one of my ultimates. Now, ultimates, let's go ahead and get this episode of 999 started, shall we? So, we are in the cargo room. We have to traverse our way through here. So, let's see what we can find up in this place because I'm a little worried that this place is going to be really hard to, find everything in. A bunch of bags here. I wonder what's in them. Oh, card with a headshot. A card with Santa's face printed on it. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. What's that? It's a card. It has a headshot on it. A headshot? Yeah. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. But we'll keep it anyway. What are these boxes? A box! There's nothing inside. Darn. These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. Alright, Ace. Well, thanks for that. Oh, another bag. And another headshot. Looks like the ninth man this time. That man didn't last a second. That man pulled a Sayaka Mizono. Wait, hold up. What's down over here?
I wonder what's inside all those crates.
I have no idea. Can we go over there?
There are 3 crates here, stacked up like stairs.
If we climb up there till we get over the fence. Junpei, think you could go take a look at that? Sorry, but no thanks. Why? How do I put it? I've got a bad feeling about it. Pussy. Okay, fine. I'll go.
Please be careful, Santa.
Yeah, but just in case. Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy shit! What?
This. Oh man.
There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it.
And we can't get to the other side.
Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. Wouldn't be able to get back, huh? So is that something we're gonna have to do later? Maybe? There's a tall fence surrounding part of the cargo room. Apparently there's a high voltage current running through the fence. Dang it! And we can't go through, of course. What the heck are these boxes over here? It's locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh. Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards. Ah! Lotus! Sweet. Okay, so we got a Lotus card. So it looks like we need to gather everyone. So let's check this bag. We got a 7 card. Sweet. There's some bags over here. Starting to get the hang of this. A snake card. What's this bag? Ah, Clover. We'll take that card. And okay, I just understood what you guys pointed it out in the comments before in the last episode, but apparently when Santa was talking about he wanted to see Clover go up those stairs at that perfect angle that he was mentioning, he basically wanted to look up Clover's skirt. Which is so weird. Oh my god, I swear to god, Clover is like 5 years old, guys. She looks so young. And why does there always have to be that kind of a character? Well, can we go up here? These stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. Well, you could go. This is the only door here, except the one we just came through. This is the exit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked. Is it an electronic lock? No, just a keyhole right on the doorknob. So to open this door, we've got to find the key that fits that keyhole. Yeah. Well, we don't have any key on us yet. What the heck is this? The monitor's off. got a green switch here, and a red one, and some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything, though. Maybe the power's off? Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom, though. That means... Can we touch it? There's several lights here with numbers from 1 to 9. Only the light with a 9 on it is lit. Okay. I have a feeling that's gonna be the puzzle later on. Well, let's, look around. We searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them. Okay, Snake. Oh, there's cards in here, though. I got myself. I got the Junpei card. Junpei, why are you looking at boxes? Is that a coincidence that Junpei and freaking June were both in the same box? All right, what do we do with these cards though? Did we get all 9 of them? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got all 9. I mean, it would make sense for them to go in these boxes here, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it. They finally collected all 9 picture cards. All that remained was to insert the cards into the slots at the front of each box. Junpei stared at the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them. You know which card goes in which box, yes? Junpei gave him a look. Yeah? Of course I do. It's really obvious. Just match our numbers to the numbers on the boxes. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on. It's not that hard. I see. Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened. There's something weird about Ace, I'm telling you. I'll leave the rest to you. He quickly turned and walked away. Strange, Junpei thought. Oh well, whatever. Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes. It was time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. Woo! Let's do it! 9 cards with pictures and 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment and then began. Sweet. Ace's card went into box number 1. Then Snake's went into box number 2. Then Santa's card into box number 3. Clover's card into box number 4. Junpei's card into box number 5. June's card into box number 6. Seven's card into box number 7. Lotus card into box number 8. And finally, the Ninth Man's card went into box number 9. Oh, I can talk fast! As soon as he inserted all of the cards, I'm getting excited for no reason right now. Opened them all. All 9 box lids popped open at once. He peered inside. Let's see what's inside these boxes. And each box was a single pin. Ooh, looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker. Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. Oh, I know where that's going. Oh, wait, like, not like that. Like, yeah, it's not going in like a person, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's going somewhere else. These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. And perfect. That is going into the thing upstairs. Let's go. All right. Put these in there. There's 6 holes here. It looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. Huh. Once you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it? All right, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 pins on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 pins on the bottom. You think maybe it's the digital root? The digital root. 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. Duh. 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals 15. The digital root of 1 or 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Oh, that's easy then. Thank you, Santa. Well, hopefully this room's not gonna be as hard as I thought. Hopefully. Makes sense, right? I see. Lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, that's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. Well, go right ahead, Mr. Fancy Pants, do it. So he put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top, and the 6, 7, and 8 pins on the bottom. Oh, they all turned off. They turned off. 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to talk. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Oh, I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the lights that are lit, those lights turn off. Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figured we could try and see if we could turn them all on, you know? I figured something's gotta happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes. Then pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Once all the holes are filled, the lights with the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if a digital root corresponds to a light that is already on, that light will be turned off. The goal is to turn on all the lights. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so let's see, for 1, all we need is a 9. Let's take the 9. Okay, 9, 6, 4. This should be easy. So that'll turn on the 1. And for 2, we'll put 2 on the bottom here. All we need is 7 plus 3 is 10. 1. Okay, yeah, we could do 7, 3. I'm making this harder for myself when I could just be using the calculator, but it's whatever. It's whatever at this point. So we could do, for 3, we could do 9 plus 1, which is, yeah, we should be good. Okay, so 1 and then 2 should give us a 3. And then for 4, we just need 6, 3, and then 4. We just got to make sure they're not the same. All right, so this is where it gets kind of tough, I guess. We could start off with a 9 for the top. 9 plus 8, and then we could get 6. Wait, let me double check my math on that one, actually. Will the game let me use my calculator? No, it won't. Oh, wait, the first, like, one of the first times you actually need the calculator, the game doesn't let you use it? Oh, it's okay, I got one right here. We good. So 9 plus 8 plus 6. Okay. Yep, okay, so that'll be 5. So we got 5. And then we should be able to just do a simple 1, 2, 3 for the bottom. You just got to make sure they're not all the same. Because if they're the same, then we're screwed. Okay, so for the 7, we could do 9. And then 2. Yeah, that'll give us 7. And then for good old 8, we could do 1. This is probably one of the more simple puzzles so far. Okay. Woo! We got it. All the lights turn on, and the shutter's open. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. Man, I thought I was doing so well. Shoot, what do you mean we gotta do it again? What is this, F? Okay, so we've got 9 holes. There's an F above them. I don't know what the fuck F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time, there are 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? Okay, slow your roll, buddy. Jeez. I'm not really sure what we could do for this. F. And we need to insert 9 pins. As stupid as this looks. I'm gonna try this real quick, just for the freak of it. Cause like, what is F standing for here? I didn't do anything. You think maybe this F means 15? 15? Yeah, 15 and base 10 is F in hex, right? Oh, thanks for telling me that. You're right. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Alright, let's give this one more shot. Well, thanks, Santa. So let me just go ahead in my trusty dusty calculator. So we need to make sure all 9 pins go in. So this should be somewhat simple if it all equals F technically. It shouldn't be too hard, right? Wait. Yeah, this might take a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, that took me forever. I can't stand any kind of math. There we go. All pins inserted, all lights lit. We did it. The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on the top. Alright, we should be able to do that maybe? Let's back up out of this. And do this. A green button and a red button. And a lever. I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What the hell is this? Where did you find this? What is that? Where'd you find it? Found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. Looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here. This thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. The hell? What's he pointing? Oh. That machine over there, apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you fucking serious? Whatever. So what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over on top of the crates? Yeah? Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yeah. Could you just get to the point? Alright. How do you think we're gonna get there? Well, there's some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there? How do we do that? Line up the crates? I guess? I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess this is just another of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Oh shit. Anyway, let's give it a shot. It looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. Off of a battery? To keep it from using up its energy too fast. This has been programmed so that it'll start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Number 2 has been added to the file screen. So how does this crap work? Alright. So we got a green button. This is a reset button. It allows me to start over again. Once I want to activate the program, I just pull the lever. This is a return button. It allows me to quit command. Once I want to activate the program, I just pull the lever. The monitor shows a top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. Alright, let's give this a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there's a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves. 50 moves? Oh crap. At least that's what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay? Got it. I guess. Instructions for operation. Oh, instructions. Ah! Oh shoot, this is. Oh my. What are we looking at right now? Oh Jesus. All right, let's calm down and assess the situation. Let's just read everything. You can move in 4 directions. You cannot move diagonally, so we can't move diagonally, but we can move up, down, left, and right. If the Pushmaster 5000 move count exceeds the battery life, it will be reset. Okay. And we can't lift heavy objects with it, so no metal crates. Okay. So, what in the world? Let's see how this works. Oh. Uh-oh. Reset. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's move up. Okay. Oh, we're wasting moves. I'm wasting moves. What is the goal here? To get all these in the yellow? But we can't push all of them. I'm probably already messing this up. Yeah, cause that one right there is stuck. So I'm stuck already. Dang. Oh. I might have just enough. 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I fucked myself. I fucked myself. Oh. I had it. I had it, guys. I had it. Again. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. And then up, over, down, around. Up. And then where do we go? Where do we go from here? That's 17 moves. And now where do we go? Cause I mean, if I do this, wait, maybe I could push this one in. Get this one at the bottom. Come back around. Oh, I think I'm gonna do it. That's it. That is it. There it is. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. That would, oh my God, I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes trying. It feels like the beginning of the game. The pain, the agony. All right, anyways. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already. Oh, shoot. Well, that looks cool. Awesome. The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to do and lined up all the crates. Great. Now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. Sweet. Although I don't really want to touch the coffin because that doesn't sound like a good idea now that I think about it. All right, up and over they say. Okay. Are we gonna open it? They walked slowly past the row of crates till they came to the coffin. They stopped and nodded to one another, and Junpei put his hand on the lid of the coffin. What? Mummy! What? Just kidding. He smirked heartily at his own joke. Junpei grumbled and shook his head. You damn Santa! You damn Santa Claus! You get a cold in your sock this Christmas! Whatever, just open it. Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa that he would have had it opened a long time ago if Santa hadn't interrupted and quickly threw out the lid of the coffin. Goddamn Santa. And it scared me too. They peered inside. Contrary to what they expected, the inside of the coffin was quite large. It was mostly empty, but not completely so. Laying on the bottom was a rusty key. Is that the golden gun? Is that the golden gun Santa had? Oh, hell no. And next to the key, the golden gun.
It's a gun.
Yeah, a revolver. It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica?
Junpei reached down slowly and cautiously picked up the revolver. In his hand, it felt heavy. He checked the cylinder. There were 6 bullets. He'd never seen a real gun, or even a real bullet before. He couldn't tell if these were real or not. The barrel was rifled, and nothing seemed to be blocking it. As Ace had said, the gun was a very old one. However, it appeared to have been well maintained. If it was a real gun, Junpei thought it would most likely function perfectly. If it was real, holding the gun made Junpei feel unpleasant. Carefully, he placed it back in the coffin. You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me. The others nodded. They had no desire to be under Zero's control either. Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you? Yeah, of course I'm not. Junpei picked up the rusty key and slid the top of the coffin back into place, the gun back where they had found it. Thank God. Do not pick that golden gun up. A rusty key. Maybe I can use this upstairs, they say. So let's go back up here and use it here. Just put this key in here. And yes! Sounds like that did it.
Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy.
I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Alright, so let's get out of here, finally. Yes! It's opening. Finally, out of this room we are going. You found it. Woo! That one took a lot out of me, not gonna lie. The hallway that left the cargo room headed straight toward the stern. Junpei and the other three proceeded down it silently. Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looked familiar. An iron gate covered each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be. We've seen this elevator before.
We got out the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door. That took us to the engine room. Yes, and after we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop? We're back where we started. Junpei approached the elevator. Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall next to it. A moment passed. The elevator door opened. And shut. Pushing the button had apparently restored power to the elevator. The elevator was now functional. What do we do? Should we return to C deck? No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first. I agree. Let's go. Their decision made, Junpei and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. I feel like that was a bad idea. Sometime later, Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped. The fuck? On the wall in front of him was a door. So far as Junpei could see, there was no other way to proceed. It was the door, or nothing. Alright, let's open it. Junpei took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. Alright, what's inside? He paused for a moment, then stepped through into the room. And there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they'd woken up. Yup, that's the door to number 9! 9. Like the numbers on every other door. This one, too, was a rough shape made of red paint. Its door was set in the back wall of the room. Junpei leapt toward it with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy, and full of solemn importance. He grabbed hold of the door handle and shook. Nothing, but he hadn't expected it to open. The red sat on the wall, next to the door. Its screen red, vacant. Finally, they found it. Junpei felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotion. At last, they found the exit, but cold gripped his heart, and he knew all too well why. As he stood, frozen, unsure of what to think or feel.
Jumpy, look! Behind you!
He spun around. What? He couldn't believe what he saw. It was a door with the number 9 written across it. Oh, okay, that scared me. I thought it was gonna be something else. It was there. A second door? Why? Junpei's voice was barely audible, even to himself. He stumbled toward the second door, as if someone somehow compelled. It was a small single door. It sat in the starboard corner of the room, in the same wall as the door they'd entered from, but in the opposite corner. 9. There was no mistaking it. A red sat on the wall next to the door as well. Junpei shook the door handle pointlessly and muttered to himself, Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors? It was Santa who answered. There were always 2 doors. Just think about it. Zero never said there's only 1 door with a 9 on it. Well, he never said there was 2 either. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. Of course, we just assumed that there was only 1. After all, why'd there be only 1? Why would there be more than one, right? Oh man. Jeez. Junpei was stunned. Zero's trick had taken him completely by surprise. There were 2 doors. That meant that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape and leave no one behind. Now the reason for the bracelet numbers being 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 was clear. Divided in 2, the digital root for both teams would be 9. For instance, 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2, 3, 4, 9 and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. The digital root would be also 9. There were many other workable combinations, but they all ended up the same way with a digital root of 9. What did that mean? The answer was quite simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. Zero hadn't been lying. Zero had never said there is only one door. But anyone who found themselves in the game would have assumed that that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they would reach the room Junpei now found himself in and realize the pointlessness of whatever violence they visited upon each other. Gladly, they didn't fight each other. There were 2 doors. No need to kill each other. They'd understand and be appalled, overwhelmed with guilt at what they'd done. Perhaps that was the purpose of the game. That was how the Nonary game was meant to be played. Fortunately, they hadn't started to fight one another, at least not yet. But if one misstep was made, if the wrong mistakes happened, the stakes would rise, and the noose would tighten. The thought of it sent a chill down his spine. So, what are we gonna do, Junpei? A voice broke through Junpei's frantic thoughts. Santa's voice. It brought Junpei back to his senses. No use worrying about the future. He needed to figure out what they were going to do next. There were 4 people in the room. Ace, Santa, Junpei, and June. Their bracelet numbers were 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6. The digital root would be 6. In other words, the 4 of them couldn't open a door with the number 9. But what if there were only 3? Could door 9 be opened with 3 of them? It took him no time at all to determine the answer. There was only one combination of 3 people that would give a root of 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. That would mean... No! We gotta go back! That wasn't a possibility he was willing to consider. Santa and Ace agreed. Yup. I agree. We cannot leave June behind. Junpei let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes were wet with the beginning of tears, and her legs shook. It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind. Santa had said what Junpei had known the moment he realized which 3 people could go through the door. Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Ah, get him! Get him! Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta. Atlanta's a bunch of sausage fests too. Ah, are you sure you don't mean Atlantis? No. Oh, right. Perhaps it was a sudden reassurance that no one wanted to leave June behind, but Junpei laughed harder than he had in some time. Sanane smiled.
You guys?
June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. She didn't seem to know what else to say. Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1. Even as they spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve the situation. There was no way they could be split into teams that could go both through the doors. Ace knew it. They all knew it. But there was nothing else they could do. They would find the other 3 and search for another solution. Alright, let's go. Oh, so the game was rigged, honestly. When Zero told that 9th guy to kill himself, basically, he basically broke the game to the point where it was just like, now you have to betray people and fucking like leave people now at this point because that 9th guy didn't go through. Dang, he didn't survive, guys. And then Snake died too. So that puts us even more behind. So it sucks. Ace looked at all three of them, then turned and headed through the door. Santa and June followed. Junpei started toward the door, then stopped. He'd been too busy with other concerns to notice the room itself. It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly was it? Junpei looked around the room for the first time, noticing the things that weren't doors with 9 on them. A red carpet ran between 2 columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room. Oh shit. The carpet began at the large set of double doors and ran toward the bow. Junpei wasn't sure. Was it an altar, perhaps? There was a small, rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was a raised platform. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin. A coffin? A coffin? What on earth was a coffin doing in a place like that? But before Junpei had time to answer that question... Hey, Junpei! The hell are you doing? Let's move! Santa's voice echoed in from the hall outside. Right, okay. I'll be right there. Junpei turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. The hell? Oh my god. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this at all. And it's so late at it's like 12 a.m. right now where I live as I'm playing this, as I'm recording this. So like, that's scary to hear knocking like that. Oh man. They took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircase. It didn't take them long. Junpei found Seven and Lotus waiting for them. They didn't look happy. We've got a problem.
Clover's gone.
Junpei and his 3 companions looked at one another. What? Are you serious? Where did Clover go? He turned back to Seven and Lotus. What do you mean, gone? Santa, Ace, and June had their own question to ask. When?
Why?
You two went to door 1 with Clover, didn't you? Seven and Lotus responded as best they could. Yeah, we went to the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the side of door 1.
She wouldn't even let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We've waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out. Oh, I'm talking in Santa's voice, but it's 7. We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door, and we went into the room.
But
Yeah? It was empty.
Clover wasn't there,
There was a door on the other wall.
and it was open.
They're like both telling the story like in bits and pieces. We figured the open door and left by herself. We figured she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. We figured that much out. Obviously she didn't like Lotus's boobs.
oh, shut up about my boobs. Clover's gone.
Junpei thought for a moment. When did this happen? We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing. So you haven't searched anywhere other than nearest to the staircase?
No, we haven't. Finally, he spoke up. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern. Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin. There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran into the central hospital room and looked around. She's not here.
No, she isn't.
They searched a little longer, but with no luck, they couldn't find Clover. Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. The hell could she be then? Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs, and Junpei spoke. Alright, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs to take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
Alright, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Oh, sure, right. I'll do that. I guess. Yeah. I love you, June. There was a reason Junpei persisted to calling her June, even when they were alone. Although, perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he used when they were children. Connie. 9 years ago, it came naturally after all. They were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss Karashiki would be more awkward, and simply Karashiki would seem a little brosque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why, he felt somewhat forward to call her Akane when they hadn't seen one another for so long. In short, it was simply easy for him to call her June and leave it at that.
Alright, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Connie. Oh, the love is in the air. The love is in the air. June, or perhaps more appropriately, Connie, blushed and smiled.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care. Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned off for the hallway. I don't like this. The love was in the air though, guys. It was literally in the air. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. What? Lying in a dark place. June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door and there she was. A woman sat, slouched up. Oh, shit. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Oh, Lotus. It's just Lotus. Okay, it's Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin smooth and pale as always. Oh! Lotus is dead. Was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down to his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless, hissing white. Driven by light more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. Oh my god. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him close to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something somewhere in Junpei's mind told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly his heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife then. Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once? She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone. The fuck? Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. Oh, you told us this like 8 times. We get it. We get it, game. We get it. We understand. Is that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when... Oh my god! He heard a noise. It sounded like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. Oh! A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, His brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. That sounds so gross. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing saved his eyes. Nothing saved his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. Two tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Holy shit. Who the hell could have killed him? Clover again? Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Holy crap! We didn't even get to see who the killer was that time, and we got the bad ending, of course. We got the bad ending, and that was just crazy. Can we hit that A on that? My goodness, guys. I think this was the perfect last bad ending to get, honestly. Wow. Look at that. And now we only need 2 more endings. And one of the endings we technically kind of got. Like, we did everything for it. We just didn't get it. So we got to go back and do it again and then completely get it this time. Actually, we have to do the safe ending. And I think the safe ending has another door that we haven't gone through to get. I have to look at it again. I'm not sure. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you did like the video. Thank you for watching this episode of 999. See you guys later. Deuces.
Hope will never die.